What's up, you beautiful people of the internet? My name is Fred, and today we're going to be talking about some combat tutorial tips and tricks, and we are going to do some combat testing with the new and old vehicles of Pegasus. What you see here in the background is me playing a survival with free aim only. But today we are not gonna talk about free aim or what's the survival. We are gonna watch the clips I put together to give you guys some heads up on the new and old DLC and Pegasus. And it's gonna be all auto aim because, well, maybe I'll do a free aim later, but today we're just gonna be talking about auto aim. So coming in for the first clip, have you ever met a guy that just won't quit? You keep killing him over and over again, and then he goes passive mode, and then he's standing right next to you trying to pull a passive on you. Well, there is one way to fight that. Put down a sticky bomb, and then, well, keep your eye on him at all times, but put down a sticky bomb, then when he goes out of passive mode, blow yourself and him up, because, well, there's no other way to fight it. There are also the people in jets, people who fly around in passive in jets and then try to pull a passive on you. Well, here's a matter of skill, but what I usually do is I know where the suckers spawn, and I usually just blow them up before they can get to me. I get why passive mode is invented. It's because if you don't want to fight, you can go passive mode, and then you don't have to fight. You become a ghost. But I met loads of people who abused the crap out of passive mode. The other day I was fighting this guy. He was in a VIP thingy, and he went to passive mode to get a jet. Okay, that's fair. I was in a jet too, that's fair. But then he went out of passive mode, like he was flying right behind me, and then he went out of passive mode and shot me down. I said, oh, alright, that's okay. Then I shot him down. But then he went passive mode again. He went to get a new jet, and then, the same story. He activated Ghost Organization. He shot me down, and then we just kept going like this over and over. Till I just said, well, I had enough. I'm not gonna fight you anymore. You're boring. But yeah, I think I actually got a solution for this problem. There should be a fee for going passive mode, because, well, we already become ghosted to you. We should have a fee for going passive mode, and when you're going out of passive mode, there should be, like, when you're going off radar, there should be like this little log saying this person is going out of passive mode in I don't know, 10 seconds. So everybody knows that he's going out of passive mode. And I don't think passive mode should be available in Pegasus vehicle, or for that matter a vehicle with a gun, because that's just stupid. It's just dumb, because people abuse the shit out of it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. It's pretty easy to get a vehicle kill. You can shoot the driver through the window, or you can blow up the car. But there's a lot of new vehicles out there, and one of them is the Kuruma. A lot of people usually just blow up the Kuruma, but you can actually shoot through it. And on that subject, I actually got my friend Mariana to help me out, because I don't have any battle footage. She's gonna come at me, and you see, I can actually shoot her through the Kuruma with every gun, or almost every gun. But yeah, just a lot of people don't know this. We also tested out the Benefactor XLS armored SUV, and you see it's actually pretty hard to penetrate the window, but when she's coming around for a second run, I actually get her through the window. So that's a cool little thing to know. Well, now it's time to test out the Benefactor XLS armored SUV and the Benefactor Shafter V12 armored sedans with homing launchers, and see how much it can take. As you can see on the clip, it can only take 2 homing launchers, and then it blows up. Next up, the RPG. That's 1. And that's 2, and they both blow up. The reason I put these two together is because they are pretty much the same in free mode. Next up, the grenade launcher. That's one, and one on the other one, and that's two, and two on the other one. So yeah, two grenade launchers. Next up, sticky bombs, because everyone loves sticky bombs. Fire in the hole. That's one. Let's try that again. Fire in the hole, and that's two. And as you see, they blow up. Coming in for the next clip, the limo, turreted limo, homing launchers. And as you can see, it can only take two homing launchers. RPG versus turreted limo, that's one, and that's two. Turreted limo versus grenade launcher, that's one, and that's two, blows up. Turreted limo versus sticky bomb. Fire in the hole, that's one. Fire in the hole, that's two. Next up, we got the insurgents. There's the battle insurgent and the personal insurgent. And I was pretty amazed with this. I was trying out blowing the battle insurgent up with homing launchers. Yeah, guess what? Don't try firing homing launchers at a battle insurgent. Because as you see, I keep spamming homing launchers and it does finally blow up. But it takes 14 homing launchers to blow up a battle insurgent. And guess what? I tried it again because I couldn't believe my own eyes. Well, let the clip speak for itself. Next up, the personal surgeon marries Hulkmobile, and it can take less homing launchers. As you can see on the clip, it took about 8 homing launchers before it blew up. Next up, battle insurgent versus RPGs. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Boom, blows up. Let's try it again. RPG versus personal insurgent. That's 1, that's 2, 3. Boom, blows up. So battle insurgent 5, personal insurgent 3 RPGs. Let's try it again. Battle insurgent versus grenade launcher. That's 1, that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Boom, blows up. So 5 grenade launchers. Let's try it again with the personal insurgent. 1, 2, 3, blows up. So 5 grenade launchers for the battle insurgent and 3 grenade launchers for the personal insurgent. Next up, sticky bombs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it blows up. So 5 sticky bombs for the battle insurgent. Now this is my insurgent, and that's the personal insurgent. That's 1 sticky bomb. That's 2 sticky bombs. And that's 3 and it blows up. So 5 sticky bombs for the battle insurgent and 2 sticky bombs for... oh, 3 sticky bombs for the personal insurgent. When you're in battle, don't actually try to blow up an insurgent because it's just dumb. You can shoot them through the window. So yeah, if you meet someone who attacks you in an insurgent, don't be scared. Just maybe go up on a hill or go behind a corner and then shoot them out of the insurgent. If they're backing up, then you can try to blow them up. But what I usually do is I get to cover so they can't run me over, and then I just shoot them through the window. The tactic is pretty much the same when you're fighting at turns level. Shoot them through the window. Next up, the tank. Homing launchers versus tank. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 4 homing launchers versus a tank. Next up, the RPG versus the tank. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 RPGs versus a tank. Next up, grenade launchers. Tahi, Rua, Turu, Ba. So that's 4 grenade launchers for the tank. Next up, sticky bombs. 1, 2, 3. So 3 sticky bombs for the tank. What I usually do versus a tank is I force them to where I want them to come. So hide in an alley and then wait for them to come. As you see in the clip, I waited for him to come towards me and I put down some sticky bombs and then I blew him up. What you can also do, which is a bit of a bitch move, is what I usually do is I fill up a car with sticky bombs, then go off radar, and then well, just full on kamikaze them with the car, because I don't like tank reefers and tanks are weak. You can also just take a jet and then
no problem.
It should be pretty easy
signal
to
for
blow
1
them up.
minute.
But yeah, it's this is what I usually do. Just go on full on kamikaze on them. See, boom, and I get the kill. Next up, the jet. What you want to do when you get a homing launcher locked onto you is you want to go around in circles. This is the Hydra, by the way. The laser, it's pretty much the same, but what you want to do is go around in circles until the homing launcher blows up, and it should blow up eventually. But when a homing launcher actually hits you, as my assistant Mary is doing right there, you won't blow up straight away. Like, the pilot can still steer the jet, but it's a bit hard, but the pilot can just bail out of the jet and get a new one. So yeah, just bail out and then it blows up. Well, that is what the pilot usually will do. If he crashes with the jet and you shot him, well, you will get the kill. Next up, this takes a bit of skill. I actually had to stand still for Mary to shoot me down, but that's the RPG right there. That's an instant kill. So yeah, if you got that much skill with the RPG, you can shoot down a jet like that. If you are a subscriber to my channel, you've probably seen this clip a lot of times, but yeah, this is me shooting out a guy with the heavy sniper rifle. Well, that's it for now. If you liked the video, please press a like and subscribe to my channel for new content. This is Fred and Mary signing off. Goodbye.